Hello, this is Scott Nachatilo, and I have a quick video here for you to answer the question about evictions, and that is, when can you change the locks on a tenant after you have evicted them? One of the first things to note is that unless you have legal possession of the property, do not go in and just change the locks. That is, for example, if they've moved out, and even if everything is out of the property, but they have not, let's say they haven't paid their rent, they've sort of skipped out overnight, you can't just go in there and change the locks. Even if there's nothing in the property, you do not have legal possession of the property, and that can be a costly thing for you legally. What you need in that situation is something, some kind of evidence from the tenant or from your former tenant, indicating that they've gotten everything out of the property, that they've turned it back to you. And that can just be even a phone call to them, getting verbal notification that they're out of the property. Better to have it in writing, but as a backup, get that note from them. Now, if you are evicting the tenant, then you can, once you have legal possession of the property and your eviction attorney tells you that you have possession, you can change those locks. If the tenant goes through the eviction process, the court gives you the judgment, but they still have not moved out of the property, then at that point you need to have a sheriff's lockout done. You can't just go and force them out of the property. That would be a mistake. You have to hire the sheriff's department to come out and do that lockout, and the sheriff will meet you at the property, and just be prepared to have a chain, some way of having the locks changed, have a locksmith there to change the locks. But at that point, once you have the sheriff at the property, if the tenant's still in, the sheriff will force that tenant out. Even if they haven't moved out their things, they'll force them out. You get those locks changed. So again, this is a little indication, or a little short video about when you can change those locks. You can change them once you have legal possession.